when the going gets tough, that's when I get going. Like, I want to be hurting, bleeding. If I'm going through that, I know you are too, then we can find out who really wants this.
The thing about fighting is every time the bell rings, we get a live, real-time appraisal. You know, we change from fight to fight. Things happen. We are in different mental spaces. We're in different physical, positions and in shape or injuries. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes, but the beautiful thing is every time that bell rings, it's an appraisal in front of the world.
Yeah, every time we go out there, we're tested, and that's what I was telling the UFC guys when we were here filming the countdown. We're talking about Oliveira. Every time we go out there, you're getting it's an appraisal. Because if you want to talk about Charles folds and fights like people were saying and stuff like that, dude, the beautiful thing about fighting is we have bad nights.
Yeah.
But every time we go out there, we get an appraisal. And if you go off his last appraisal, he had adversity, overcame it, came back. That's world championship, value right there. He proved 100%. It. He's the world champion. So that's in fighting. Every time we go out there, we get to show our value.
I really think I'm going to stop this guy. 25 minutes is, too long to fight with me and not get hit with the shot, not get put in a bad position. And I'm feeling the best I've ever felt. My body feels good. I'm really focused. I can't wait. I really feel, I don't want to sound cliche. Like I said, after the Khabib fight, I was beat up and heartbroken. I felt like the stars were aligning, and I feel like I have another opportunity here where the stars are aligning, and I put myself in position to really go out there and say I did it, man. 25 minutes to make life fair. And the more I think about this fight, and I tell young fighters this back home in the gym, these 15 minutes, these 25 minutes, no matter how much pain, no matter how much discomfort you're going through, these 25 minutes are going to last the rest of my life. And maybe this is the last time I ever make that walk to fight for a championship. These 25 minutes mean so much to me that I'm willing to push through anything that presents itself in those 25 minutes, man. I'm ready to go. And I really believe I'm going to be the world champion. And on that note, Teddy Atlas texted me this week, and he told me, it was simple, short text, but it was inspiring, man. It was one more mountain to climb for the ultimate view. And that's just it. I have one more mountain to climb till I have the best. It's something so short and simple, something so short and sweet, but it hits a fighter. Like when you're in this game, those things, it means so much more. He's just a good guy, and a guy who knows fighting and knows how to speak to fighters and say things that hit, for me personally, hit heartstrings that other guys don't know how to say, don't know how to touch somebody who's going through the struggle of fighting for so many years. He knows how to say the right things at the right times. One more mountain to climb for the ultimate view, till I have the best seat in the house, the best view. And damn, it's been a long climb, and we've stumbled a few times, but I'm prepared to do whatever it takes.
I try to stay relaxed. Honestly, fighting's stressful, man. Yeah. Like, I don't hide or try to be a tough guy or lie about those emotions. Dude, I'm scared and nervous. I'm going to walk out there and fight till whatever happens. Right. I'm prepared for whatever, but it's a scary feeling, because I know however much I'm prepared and how much I've sacrificed and done everything right doesn't mean I'm going to win. What we do is crazy. That's why it's one of the most fun sports to watch.
You have to be a thinking man, not just a brute in there, not just a wrecking ball, or you go in there and get matadored fighting Charles Oliveira. And throughout camp, on nights that I can't sleep, I watch a lot of footage of Oliveira, whoever the opponent is, and pick up small things that I think for me to do, things that I think he does well, or just things that I see. And it becomes like a bunch of cliff notes of things that stuck out to me. And I'll just come out and watch fights and kind of, before sparring, I'll look at that page and just kind of think about what I need to be doing and what I need to be trying to do in the rounds, stuff like that.
And now that I'm deep diving on his career and stuff, because I'm about to fight him, I'm realizing people don't give him enough respect about how violent his striking is. Everybody talks about his jiu-jitsu, but he's throwing big knees, big elbows, a lot of damaging shots.
Deep kicks all the time. We see that a lot, right?
Yeah, double knee, like everything he's doing is very dangerous. He's not going out there jabbing the body, jabbing the head, feeling it out. Everything he throws is big.
But it's one thing to get into this organization and make it to the top, but it's another thing to do it for a decade like he's done. That shows that this guy's a fighter, and showed he has a championship mindset, championship grit, and now he's an undisputed world champion. So that there's proof right there. And if we're going off his last appraisal, the guy got hurt and showed grit, came back, won a fight, knocked the former world champion out.
Does the feeling terrify you that you won't get to realize the dream that you had since you were a teenager? Like, what is the feeling that you have when you start thinking this is the last one and I need to do this?
It's that thought has crossed my mind. If I don't get this done, what will I have to do to climb this mountain again?
That's something that I know could happen. I don't really think about it or try to dwell on stuff like that, but I know that could happen. But damn, when those lights hit you and it's time to fight, no matter how scared the thoughts are and stuff leading up to that, when that's time to go, it's beautiful.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. Those thoughts, like once you touch that canvas, those thoughts are gone. It's just like, that's a high feeling.
But victory is what's going to happen. I just try to push that stuff out with positivity. I just got to slap myself around and say, hey, don't talk to yourself like that. Don't talk to me like that, like I told you before. But that's the thing we're constantly doing, or I'm constantly doing, not just in fighting and business, everything. Hey, this is all going to work out. But at the same time, on these long runs, when thoughts do creep in like that, this has been such a beautiful, I'm thankful for the journey, honestly, because you work so hard for these things, but nothing's guaranteed, no matter how hard you work. You just do everything right. Try to be a student, learn, and go in there and display what you've been practicing. It's not easy, but right now where I'm at on these runs, when I think about things like that, I'm just thankful for the journey, thankful for the position I put my family in, thankful for the people we've helped out with the foundation, and the list of gratitude goes on and on and on. And I've been trying to draw closer to that throughout the last few years, just looking at all the things that I've accomplished and the things that I'm thankful for. And dude, it's so many. Every day is a great day, and the obstacle is the way.
Ooh,
and that's the beauty of what we do.
I'm peaking. I'm in my prime. I feel good. It's the perfect timing for a fight like this.
We're gonna lay it all out there for 25 minutes, December 11th. There's not a whole lot that can be said that's gonna change anything that's gonna happen that night. And like I said, I respect the journey he's had, because I've had a similar one. Up and down weight class, fought the best guys, had some setbacks, dusted ourselves off, and here we are.
Fighting is something. Every time you go out, you have to prove yourself. So you have something to prove every fight.
And I'm a fighter. I'm fortunate enough now with this year that I've had, I could walk away. It's a great position to be in. But these guys need ass whoopings, and I'm the guy to give it to them.